The water-powered grist mill was a common sight in this country from the time of our founding fathers to around World War II. Water-powered mills ground wheat into flour, corn into meal, sawed logs into lumber, served as social gathering places until the age of automation in the early 20th century. Central North Carolina is home to one of the last operating water-powered mills. Yates Mill of Wake County is now a fully restored historic property.
Historic Yates Mill goes back probably about 260 years at this point to basically the mid-1700s. Samuel Pearson, the mill's founder, arrived here sometime probably in the mid-1750s, and he accumulated over 1,500 acres of land, including the site where the mill sits today.
William Robbins, a major force behind restoration of this historic facility, is its current miller.
In its original form, it was built as a flour mill to grind wheat into flour. And it's a very early example of the third federal patent that was issued in the United States, issued to a man named Oliver Evans for the automated flour milling process in 1790, the first year the patent office was open. Most of the original components for that process were left here in Yates Mill intact, and the ones that were missing, we had evidence of where they had been, so we were able to use a book written by Oliver Evans for the automated flour milling process, and he wrote a book in 1795 called The Young Millwright and Miller's Guide, and that has been our guide in the restoration process here.
Many involved in restoration of historic properties are pretty fussy about making sure that they are as close to accurate as possible. William Robbins is no different.
I tried to stay true to the fabric of the building and reuse all the materials that I could, resaw some of the old heart pine that was here, used the nails that were here. We've tried to make the materials as true to the original as possible.
The mill sits within the historic Yates Mill County Park. Upon entering the park, visitors first see the A.E. Finley Center for Education and Research.
And our visitor center contains a variety of resources, everything from the restroom facilities and the exhibits to our park offices. We do have an auditorium, 2 classrooms, and there's also a research wing where NC State to this day still does a lot of animal behavior types of research, environmental toxicology, and other types of focuses like that.
Restoring and maintaining the property and the mill is a work in progress, as they say, and it's very expensive. 3 groups formed a partnership and now own and operate the mill and care for the surrounding property.
The property itself is still owned by NC State University. They purchased it back in 1963. So we can talk about the parks and the mill's agricultural heritage and really still be able to show folks how we work with agriculture today. Then we had the Wake County Historical Society that actually took an interest in the site in the late 1980s. And then Yates Mill Associates. They formed in about 1989, and their mission was at the time to restore the mill to working order. They were successful in that mission, and today they still maintain and operate the mill. That's through a use agreement with Wake County Parks. Annually, we have a visitation of about 88,000 to 90,000 visitors, and really thrilled. We did not expect that when we first opened. We've been open for about 5 years now. There are folks in the community that still have stories to share with us, and we hope that they will come out and be willing to tell the stories to us and maybe let us document them, because the history is disappearing. A lot of folks don't know where their food comes from or what it took for a community to be able to support itself, and so we really hope that we can work with the community, and we want to help to really be able to tell the story accurately. So we do hope that folks will be willing to continue to come out and share those with us.